Welcome back to Rio Tinto, where we are level at 1. Now let's go to Grant Wall, who moments ago met with Jurgen Klinsmann.
Jurgen Klinsmann, not the expected score line that we thought we might see heading into the game. What needs to get better?
Well, we got to move the ball around quicker. We got to get in that box. We got to be more urgent, more decisive, you know, in the final third. So we got to raise the tempo here.
You're bringing on Jose Torres for Breck Shea to start the second half. What's your thought process? Injury related or coach's decision?
No, I think, you know, Breck, he struggled to get into the game. There was no space for him really to run into. And he's on his way back. So one step at a time, it's no problem. Jose gives us now a little bit more technical element, you know, to play the ball through and hopefully get earlier in the box.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, no space to work into. He didn't really do a good job of creating his own space. When we get a second, I'll try to explain it, but as a left winger, you love to see a guy go at the ball. When the ball's coming to you and that guy's running at you at 100 miles an hour, if you keep backing up, he's going to speed up. He didn't create any space. All he needed to do is make one movement to get that guy to slow down or create that 5 yards he needed, and we predicted it. He's sitting watching this one. Not the best of games for him.
So Jose Torres, number 16, will replace Shea on the left side. Gugalis splitting the defense, maintaining possession. Cuba scoring first in the first half. 36th minute. Mario Martinez driving, and Jose Ciprian finishing. Here's Ciprian with the back heel.
Ciprian is dangerous. Yeah, he truly is. He's making good runs. He's got about a half step on that back line, which is something to worry about. The combination of Ciprian and Martinez could be trouble for the U.S. if they let that happen. They need to have the ball. As you can see, once again, they're so content to move it around slowly. Jurgen Klinsmann is not going to be happy about that. He wants it to move it quicker.
Ciprian, the only change for this Cuban side, dating back to their game against Costa Rica. Ciprian coming in for Yandir Puga at the forward position. So, Eric, even though the United States scored the late goal, Jurgen Klinsmann can't be happy with the way they played in the first half.
And I think what we're realizing here is by the inclusion of Torres and putting Castillo in a little bit wider, is that you get better crosses out of Castillo. But moving the ball quicker is always a theme for Jurgen Klinsmann.
Jose Torres over the ball, born in Texas to a Mexican father. Could have played for the Mexican national team. Far post, he aims it!
Wow, what a save that was.
Molina stretching out, getting a hand on the ball.
Wow. You know, and I'm not a big fan of this guy, but he might be becoming one. What a save. Gets his feet set. It's almost as if it's like you're on the return end of a tennis match. Set those feet so he could go either way. Makes a fantastic save. Keeps it level.
Torres with the corner kick. Headed up by Gooch and over the net.
And Molina's doing a great job of jumping with Onyewu. He is a handful. And again, what a save that was.
So Orozco barely missing with the header on the set piece, and then Gooch on the corner kick, playing well in the air. United States looks like they're playing with a little more urgency to start the second half.
And a different formation. You know, Torres is much more central, and Castillo has been asked to run that wing now. So it's almost as if, at times, it'll look like a 3-5-2.
Nick Siskerud and Chris Wondolowski warming up. Castillo trying to keep it in play. Colome with the throw. Looking for Ciprian. Ciprian knocked down by Orozco, and the United States will receive it again.
Ciprian is introduced to the assistant referee over there, who doesn't like to make calls like that. So Gomez had the rough first half. Ciprian looks like he's had the beginning of a rough second.
And let's bring in Dr. Joe. Doc, can you give us an idea of your thoughts on the officiating so far, especially the referee?
Well, I'd like the referee, David Cantar from Canada, to grab a hold of this game a little bit more. he hasn't addressed any of the tackles from behind with either a yellow card or a verbal admonishment. And I'm just waiting to see the next one, and hopefully somebody doesn't get hurt.
Corrales crossing the halfway line, looking for Ciprian, timing his run. Martinez controls.
Wow.
Martinez, burst of speed. Gooch takes it away.
And that was close. That, you know what, if people asking the question if Onyewu can deal with a speedy player or is in form, that was a pretty impressive play. Great run. Line, yeah, he's going to call that one back.
And offside, Herculez Gomez.
This is close. Atlanta gets yeah, it's just a half step off.
What's the key to timing those runs when you're forward?
You know what, to be dead honest, it's to always give yourself an extra yard. Always.
What does that mean?
It means never feel like you have to be right in line with someone. There's only a few people on the planet who can do it consistently. Chicharito from Mexico, for me, is unbelievable. I don't know how he does it. And I think he relies mostly on great service, but give yourself a little bit more space to make sure, because you take the question, you know, out of the flag. You know that he's not going to lift the flag if it looks as if you came from a much deeper position. So, you know, it's not an easy job. It's you know, when these guys are flying past you at 100 miles an hour and figuring out who was on and who was off. So
Castillo overlapping. Gomez in the box. Castillo. Oh, wow, fouled in a dangerous area by Colome.
You know what? I'm just going to go out on a limb here. This needs to be a goal. They've had enough of them. The smart thing to do for Onyewu and Orozco is to be the decoy. Is to just get on the back end of this and let somebody like Herc, let somebody like Corona, maybe even Beckerman, get to that near post first.
Where does Donovan want to kick this football?
He wants to put it right over 14's head.
Inside.
Oh,
and
come on.
Cleared. Beltran. Holden looking for Herculez Gomez, and Molina punches it away.
It's a little bit better from the U.S. They're moving it quicker. They have that option now of Castillo on the left, who seemingly wants to get at people or wants to make something happen.
Holden. Edgar Castillo. Near touch line, Landon Donovan facing. Donovan trying to split the D, goes down and fouled. Colome.
And let's do it again. Same spot. I think that when you're in a game like this and you constantly see these kind of fouls, got to recognize it as a player. And again, to Joe Machnick's point, we still haven't seen that card come out enough. We're going to switch it up now.
Jose Torres over the ball. Torres left-footed. Curls it at the far post. Orozco, half position. Now Martinez breaks out. Remember, he's a speedster. Looking for Ciprian. But Castillo backtracking.
I'll tell you what, I like this Martinez as a player. I like him a lot.
Mario Martinez made his national debut in 2006 for Cuba. Played in the Gold Cup in 2007. Scored in the Caribbean Cup against French Guyana.
Yeah.
2 goals.
And don't forget, he looked pretty lively against Costa Rica in the first game. Was unlucky not to score.
Beckerman. Americans switching. Castillo. Where are the openings here?
You got to force him, and that's the problem when you get caught up in this obsession with possession, and then you end up making a lot of simple plays as opposed to looking for the killer pass. There's one.
Joe Corona. Looks like Chris Wondolowski and Discaruder coming in. Lena.
I'll tell you, this game is tailor-made for Wando, because as the game progresses, with the fact that Castillo is now in the game, this is not a good idea, by the way. Well done by Onyewu. Well, now that Castillo's in the game, this is a missed opportunity for Gomez. He's only got a couple more minutes to figure this out.
Ugalis. Martinez. Stepping over Martinez, poked away though by Beckerman.
Yeah, good job of running him into traffic. See, there's a great run by Landon. He's got to be rewarded there. Boy, I'd be mad at him right now. Exactly what I was talking about, making a looping run that it ensures that you'll never be offside and you're still going forward, and he didn't get it.
Landon Donovan trying to beat Colome. On the byline, Colome taking it away. Now Castillo. Top of the D, Stuart Holden.
Oh! Buries it in the corner. What a play. And the United States take a 2-1 lead over Cuba.
Oh, man. Little dance. I'll bet you his number goes up, too. You see that thing? It's a mistouch. He gets the ball in a position that is just, I'm telling you, it's a dream. When you're standing right there, you know exactly what to do. It's just a matter of execution. What a finish.
So Joe Corona, his first career international goal, 57th minute.
And it will be Holden.
Chris Wondolowski coming in for Herculez Gomez.
Yeah, we asked that question of whether Stuart Holden could last an entire game. Not his best of games. I think he's probably disappointed in himself. But this game just got different in a hurry. The U.S. I expect to go after it, and Wondolowski is going to bring a ton of energy.
Discaru coming in for Holden. Ugalis. Holden from behind. Ciprian. Held off by Gooch. And
wow.
Ciprian going down in the box, and they'll play on.
I think they're both hurt on the play, and I can't wait to see this one again. Look, I think Ciprian got behind him. I think he got him in a compromised position. The referee has struggled to make a big call in this game. But this is just a wow. I can't. He gets the ball, and let's take a look at it from here. Now, he's diving before there's contact, which didn't help him. Good
Joe.
no call.
Dr. Joe.
I agree. I mean, the player was going into his dive well before he had a chance to play the ball, and the defender did a great job getting a foot to the ball and stretching as far as he could to reach it. Well, everybody got excited for a PK. I think the decision is correct here.
Does that mean we agree? I think we just agree, Joe.
Impossible.
Unfortunately, it looks like there might be an injury on the play. I thought he did a fantastic job of getting Onyewu in a spot where he was forced to make a tackle. But Dr. Joe's right on this one, and at first look, and that's the thing that people need to realize at home, is how difficult it is to make the call as the play is happening at full speed.
Jose Ciprian.
This is unfortunate.
has scored the only goal for Cuba on a beautiful feed from Ariel Martinez. Let's see if Ciprian can get to the touchline and walk it off. Or will Walter Benitez substitute for him? Remember, the Americans have used all 3 of their substitutions. So they'll have to play with this unit on the pitch. Onyewu, after the collision with Ciprian, getting up rather quickly. Corona.
I always worry, though, you know, when Gucci's had his fair share of injuries, and it's great to see him back, but you would hate to have seen a play like that give him another extended break. Looks like he's moving all right.
Onyewu has suffered knee injuries in his career. He's played all over the world. Last season on loan with Malaga. Represented AC Milan and Newcastle. Played in France, Belgium, and Portugal, along with the Netherlands. And it was interesting what Klinsmann said to us earlier today, and a lot of teams around the world are looking for center backs.
Yeah.
He gets calls all the time. Castillo trying to hop over Ariel Martinez.
It's a tough job because defenders are always judged on the mistake. Forwards are judged on that moment of brilliance. They could have played terrible for 89 minutes. It hits them in the eyebrow and they're a hero. Defenders can't afford to have that luxury. They have to be perfect all the time. Great little touch. See if you can keep it in. Unlucky.
Beckerman can't get there. Ciprian. Now a sub will come in for this Cuban squad. Alexei Zuaznabar.
Boy, you did that on first try. I'm still looking at it. Zuaznabar.
Even a blind squirrel can stumble across the nut. Eric Linoldi.
I think I almost did. Zuaznabar, that's my new favorite name. I'm going to keep saying it.
2-1. USA. Here's Wondolowski. Chris Wondolowski, outstanding against Belize. A first-half hat trick. Wando, one of the most prolific goal scorers in MLS.
You know, he was interviewed after the game. Grant Wall said, "Are you a superstitious guy?" He said, "Absolutely." He said, "So you're gonna fix the jersey?" And by rule, he has to, but he has actually sewn the W on the inside of the shirt. You can't see it, but that W is still there in that jersey. Let's see if it brings him some luck.
They spelled his name wrong. As a matter of fact, the actor and game show host Drew Carey, who's a big fan of the American national team, bought the jersey for $5,000, and Wondolowski donated it to a Native American charity as well as a street soccer charity. This Wondolowski in the last 3 seasons in MLS has scored more goals than any other player in league history. Here's Wando.
That's his game right there. He's going to offer himself to bring other people in the game and then get in front of the goal.
Cavelo heading it away to Molina. Beltran fouling.
Yeah, you have to call that one.
'64th minute. 2-1 USA Group C match. Next up for the Americans, Costa Rica.
I'm just going to say it. This Martinez kid's real. There's some good soccer going on right now. That guy is always in the middle of it. You know, we're not going to say anything about that. Nick Romano with the side volley. I asked him about it. He said he's a proud graduate of the Joe Macknick goalkeeper camp. That's where he learned that. But he certainly perfected it.
Fans chanting Ramondo's name.
See, they saw that, and I think that's a testament to these fans, you know? Just a nothing little play like that, but it really is. It really is something to appreciate.
Donovan to Beltran. Beltran turning. And that one deflected out of play by Corrales. Jorge Corrales. Beckerman edging in.
There's it again.
Crosses Wando.
I'm telling you.
He does it again. Chris Wondolowski on fire. 5 goals in 3 games. 66th minute. And the Americans take a 3-1 lead.
You cannot teach that. And there's a couple of things here. That W inside the shirt that you can't see. How about that run? I'm sorry. This kid belongs on this team. He just does. And it's the same guy, Beckerman, a guy that he never plays with, hardly even knows. Everybody knows the national team is forced friendship. But he has figured it out.
Not fast. Wondolowski does not have incredible technical ability, but one thing he does have is a nose for the football.
Yeah,
he gets into great position.
And the thing is, and I was watching some of the goals that he scored in the last couple of weeks. And in the moment where most guys stand and wait, he's moving. And he's taking a risk. He's taking a calculated risk that he will be on the same page as the guy passing the ball. And right now he's right. And the reason why he's right is because the guys delivering the ball have figured out that, you know what, if I put it in a spot, he'll get there first. He's going to get another one today. The guy's unbelievable.
Levan Perez comes in for Alberto Gomez. Free kick for Cuba. Valencia handling the free kick. He'll chip it forward. Beckerman heads it out of play, and a corner coming up for the Cubans.
It's weird. As soon as I saw Beckerman get the ball, I started watching Wondolowski. Got a little excited. I stepped on you there. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
That's okay.
Could feel it coming.
United States now with 15 goals in their last 3 games. Here's the corner, punched out by Ramondo. Corrales with a throw. Corrales headed out by Gooch. Martinez drives it down and scooped up by Nick Ramondo. Gus Johnson along with Eric Winalda, Grant Wall, coming to you live from Salt Lake City, Utah, Rio Tinto Stadium. United States taking on Cuba.
You know, I'm sorry, but Wando just made another fantastic pull-away run and nobody saw it.
Landon Donovan. Corona weaving. Overlapping. Castillo centers it. And a beautiful block by Clavello.
Yeah, it was a quick appeal for a handball. Again, towing the line. He's looking for Wando. Wando's right in there. Might have been a shout there. Let's see. That's a pretty good illustration of ball to hand. That's not something that the referees have been instructed to let stuff like that go. know what's going on here. I think they found that Nick Armando's got a necklace that needs to be removed. He's watching himself. It's kind of funny. He's watching himself on the big screen here. Get a smile from Mom. There you go. He's probably saying it's been on there so long, I don't know how to get it off.
So Gooch and Corrales battling for position as Jose Torres will handle this corner kick. Torres.
It's the knockdown.
Throws it out. Discarud aiming to the far post, and he barely missed that.
Smart, just hang out there at the top of the 18. See him there. Didn't get to him quick enough. They did do a good job of putting pressure on the ball. Forced him to cut a little bit too much off. Good pressure here from the U.S.
Lavelo.
There's a mistake.
Steele, quick throw. Discarud. Beckerman. Orozco. Beckerman feeding Castillo. He's got Torres with him. Leads him. Torres chips it in. Donovan there. But Corrales got a little higher and heads it out.
Yeah, unfortunately, the play wasn't to the back post. The most open person there was Wondolowski at the near. Those are always tough, though. You got a split second to make a decision near or far.
Ball moving much quicker, though, for the Americans. Donovan. Mixed Discarud. Beltran.
Oh, wow.
Headed out. Lavelo. Castillo chesting it down with pace. Castillo bumped by Palome.
Yeah, as much as we picked on Breck Shea, Palome's had a pretty good game. And all those isolated 1v1s.
Here's Corona. Wondolowski. Donovan. Beltran. Wow. Discarud dropped. Zuiznabar drilled him. Discarud drilled against Belize as well.
You know, and one of the things about this, and I'm starting to feel bad for Discarud. He's had a couple of these late tackles. You don't even want to know what his shins look like underneath the shin guards. But we still haven't really seen the referee pull that card out and scare somebody into not doing something.
Donovan. Beckerman.
Oh, no.
And an easy play for Molina. '74th minute.
It's a good battle here, both of them. Grabbing.
What do you think Jurgen said to this club at halftime? Because we've seen results, the pace is quickened for the Americans.
Well, I mean, confidence is contagious, but so is lack of confidence. When you play the ball to somebody and they keep losing it, it wears on the group. So that the most important thing has to be, hey, how about that? He's finally gonna Stop the game. Maybe he just doesn't like writing stuff down. But I think his comment probably to them was, it's got to be better, guys. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Breck's lack of confidence on that wing started to spread through the group.
And I'm interested in getting your opinion as we take a look at the foul. There have been comments that Jurgen does not provide enough tactical coaching for the Americans. He likes to allow them to figure it out, but he is concerned with their fitness and with their effort.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Jurgen does a great job of keeping everybody at arm's length and on your toes at the same time. Nobody really knows what he's doing except him, which is part of the process when you're building a team. When you come into a competition like this, you know, when you start telling guys what to do, they stop listening. If you go out and you say, look, this is your position and this is the way we expect you to play, that's different. And so he's allowing guys to show us their personality now, so we don't have to learn what their frailties are in the 66th minute of a World Cup. And that's good coaching, by the way.
Beckerman shipping it forward. Beltran, low cross. That ball blocked by Malblanc.
What a ball it would have been. Great effort there by Beltran. Cross if you can get it. Nice. They are looking for it. They just need to get the ball further down the field.
Donovan. Donovan will send it in far post. Corona beaten to the ball by Molina.
Molina got lucky on that play. He took a huge risk. Again, you know, the final play, that's great from Landon Donovan.
As he gets all the way back.
He should get a little bit of applause for that. He was the guy who crossed that. He's the one that stops the play on the other end. One of the only guys that could probably run with Martinez.
How do you like Donovan's fitness thus far?
So far, pretty good. And this is another look at that cross. Boy, I'll tell you what, Molina got lucky. I'll tell you, Landon Donovan's passing a few tests right now, not just the fitness part.
Martinez with the corner kick. And Yanil Valencia with the foul. The sub ready to come in for the Cuban national team. This will be Miguel Sanchez.
Yeah, it should be noted that I think of the three performances, Valencia can be happy with this. I gave him the little, hey, why are you taking me out kind of thing, but yeah, look at him. They're going to have a whole discussion about this. He's not happy with him at all.
And the United States back line, is that a concern for this team as they move forward?
They still got a lot of gelling to do, and it really is a long way from the final product, but you know, there have been a couple of tests for Onyewu today, and he's passed those.
Boy, Wondolowski, Donovan. Discaroo trapping it.
Yeah, I just got to say it. If they can get the ball wide, Wondolowski will get a goal.
Torres.
That's a little early.
A little too much steam on that ball. And don't miss the final game of Group C action on Tuesday, July 16th in Hartford. Tickets are still available at www.goldcup.org. Landon Donovan centers it. Wondo, and a great save by Molina. Chris Wondolowski, stonewall.
This whole thing was just two forwards. Great movement. One comes in, one goes out. I think he just got caught up on the grass. You see that little wait where he just had to wait that extra half of a second? That might have messed him up a little bit. Got to bury those, though.
17,597 attendance here in Salt Lake City. The Americans with a 3-1 lead. This game was level at 1 at the end of the first half. Americans scoring a late goal on a penalty kick from Landon Donovan. Martinez. Molina looking. Raimondo comes out and gets a piece.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he lined him up on that play. Mondo having to be strong there. A little bit of a limp. He's so quick, man. He's so quick. As a forward, you look up, you look down, and all of a sudden he's right in front of you.
Little over 9 minutes remaining in regulation. The USA turning it on in the second half. Americans have controlled the football.
Maybe a little bit of skill there. They don't have to stop the game. I'm not entirely sure. Now, if he gets up in a hurry,
Jorge Corrales.
let's see what happened here. Take a look at that second there. Just a a miss. It's a lot closer than I thought. And again, if Castillo can figure out how to get his timing right, just sneak into the attack on the left. I think that's where they'll get their goal.
Beckerman.
Right about now.
The final for the Gold Cup will be in Chicago. Here's Torres in the box. Lavelo heading it forward.
Man, if he hits a first-time ball there, he's got Martinez breaking. A little bit of quality letting him down.
The United States holds on to win this match. They will move on to the quarterfinals.
It's too early.
As I mentioned, the final will be played in Chicago, and the last time the U.S. won the Gold Cup was in 2007 in Chicago.
I think from Jurgen's standpoint, as you take a look at this, pretty good chance there for Wando to get another goal. But from Jurgen's standpoint, he's got to be happy. The team progresses. They didn't get as many goals as they would have liked. Don't like the slip-ups, but still, win's a win.
How about the defense, though? Did they achieve their goal?
Now, under the circumstances, I think that was a good little wake-up call. I mean, in a tournament like this, you can't take anything for granted. And you know what?
Donovan, top of the D, crosses, Torres. Beckerman. Now here's the overlapping Castillo.
If they can beat him, they'll get a goal out of this.
Back to Castillo. And Wando does it again. Good call, partner. Eric Winalda called it. Chris Wondolowski with a brace. And the United States take a 4-1 lead. 85th minute here in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, that one play that stands out, you know, that's not a good thing for Castillo was the goal, but I'll tell you, it was a matter of time. He just picks a really good time to get in there. It's a fantastic ball. A little bit of good fortune, but guess what? Wando's not going to miss from there. Not right now. Not on the form he's in. Torres, fortunate touch, but when it's going for you, it's going for you. And if I were him, I'd keep that W in that shirt.
And we talked about Chris Wondolowski last year when I had a chance to work with the San Jose Earthquakes, his club team. And I asked you, I said, what did you think about Wondo? He scored a lot of goals last season, Golden Boot winner. And you didn't see it.
No, and you know what? You're right. And I've come around. But I think when you look at a guy like Wondolowski, who's just been in an unbelievable run, well, sometimes guys can't figure out how to go from club to country. But the way that this team is set up, the way that Jurgen Klinsmann wants to play, they need a guy like him who's going to make smart runs and be on the end of some pretty good soccer and some good fortune. Let's just say it. But he just has a knack for scoring goals. And you know, we can sit here and talk about development and teaching and philosophy all you like. When you look at it from a realistic standpoint of can we score or can we not score, I don't think there's many guys that you put in there in front of him.
Can he get first team minutes?
You know, I think he's crawled his way into a spot now where he's fought his way into a spot now where I think every American wants to see this guy on the field for the last 20 minutes of every game. Brings great energy, great attitude, but more important than anything else, he is constantly getting that back line to have to find him over their back shoulder. And there's nothing worse for a defender than not being able to. If I could see the ball and the player at the same time as a defender, that guy isn't doing his job. Watch how many times these guys have to go, where is he? Where is he? They don't know where he is. But the guys that have the ball do. He might even get another one.
And what's the key to that kind of deception?
It's just, you have it in your head that you're trying at all times to do something positive. And you never fall asleep. You never give up on a play, and you never give up on your teammates. And what happens sometimes, if you start not getting the ball, you stop running. This guy never stops running.
Here's Wondolowski. Out wide. Looks for Landon Donovan. Leaves it for Wondo. Wondolowski trying to get it on his left foot.
So smart by Landon.
Landon stays on side. Torres.
Now, for those of you at home don't understand that play, if he would have touched the ball, Landon put his both hands up and said, I don't want to touch that because if I do, I'm offside. That allowed Wondo to continue the play.
Cuba.
Oh, they're reeling now.
Donovan smelling blood.
There he is for sure.
If the United States holds on and wins this game, it will equal their longest winning streak, which was from June 2nd through the 24th in 2007. Is that your team, Eric?
I was long done. I got to watch that with everybody else. But this is a good run. And it's good timing as well. This team is finding their feet. Some guys that showed up today, some guys did not. And good substitutions. And you know, they can smile, but they certainly should not relax. This tournament's going to get tougher in the next couple of games.
As Jurgen Klinsmann told us, it really begins with Costa Rica. Wondolowski overruns it.
Good pressure. Get a hold of it.
Klinsmann telling us all the pressure is on the Americans. They need to get maximum points, so it demands a lot of focus from his guys. He wanted a high tempo from the beginning. He didn't receive a high tempo from the beginning from his club, but in the second half, different story.
And I think a couple of things happen. You can get lulled to sleep sometimes in games like that, where they've made it a collective effort to get everybody behind the ball. Oh, suddenly you want to have an influence in the game, huh? That should have happened a long time ago.
Torres not happy.
Yeah, I'm never a fan of that. I think if you're going to do that kind of stuff as a referee, do it early in the game so everybody knows it's coming. But people are not here to see you.
So they'll add 3 minutes. The United States has scored 16 goals in 3 games. Guatemala, Belize, and now Cuba. Not the greatest competition.
Nicky Ramondo's putting on a show right now. Great story on Nick Ramondo is when he was recruited to go to UCLA by Ziggy Schmidt. Ziggy showed up at the game and was disappointed because he wasn't playing. And then they had to point out that he was playing right back. Because that's how talented he is. He just proved it on that last play.
Unfortunately for Ramondo, though, when it comes to the A-team, no real chance to get on the field.
He's unfortunately has to hope for injury, but no one hopes for that.
Corona slicing. And Molina laying out.
I will say this about Nick Ramondo, though. If it were to be the case that he got in there, no worries.
Castillo.
They'll get one last shot at it. Well, why not? You know, if you're wearing the red and white right now, get in there. The USA chance start. This team is deserving.
Torres curls it out. Donovan winds up. Gooch, nice header.
He'll be off.
And offside. So on Tuesday, the Americans will play Costa Rica. Costa Rica in second place in the Hex behind the United States. Let's take another look at the play.
Yeah, it's just very similar to the first half, but you know, those are always tough calls to make for a ref. Can't have much left in this one.
So it'll be a rematch from the Snow Bowl.
That's true.
Or the Snow Cup. Costa Rican contingent very upset with the outcome of that match in Denver. And they are looking forward to getting at the Americans. Discaroo drags it forward. Looking, Wando whiffs.
Unlucky. Unfortunate not to get another one.
Corona. Discaroo. Donovan.
There it comes.
Oh! Instead of taking the shot, Landon Donovan trying to find Wando. And that's the end of the football game. The final score, the United States 4, Cuba 1. This game was level at halftime, 1 apiece, but the Americans threw it into overdrive in the second half. Wondolowski comes off the bench and scores 2. And Jurgen Klinsmann congratulates Walter Benitez. His side fought hard. But this young man, Chris Wondolowski of the San Jose Earthquakes, continues to turn heads in this tournament. 5 goals in 2 games. Great day here in Salt Lake for Eric Winalda. I'm Gus Johnson saying so long. Let's go to Rob Stone in Los Angeles.
All right, Gus, thank you very much. And the U.S., with the victory, advances to the quarterfinals. They will play in quarterfinal action in Baltimore next Sunday, 3:30 Eastern, right here on Fox. Chris Wondolowski proving that he is far from a one-hit wonder. Had a hat trick in game number 1 of this Gold Cup, adds 2 more. His 5 goals leading the tournament. Rob Stone, Warren Barton, Kobe Jones back here with you. We were talking during the late stage of that second half, guys who moved up the depth chart, guys who dropped down the depth chart. Chris Wondolowski is your biggest riser right now.
Of course. I mean, a hat trick in the game before, and now he's got a brace here in this match. I mean, everybody was cheering at the end of this game, trying to get Wondolowski another goal. Everyone was on his side. He's booked his ticket, I believe, to the World Cup next year, unless something absolutely atrocious happens.
I think also the tempo was a lot better. Jurgen Klinsmann spoke about that at half-time to Grant Wall, and I think his performance, Wondolowski, he's enjoying it, he's embracing the moment. But Beckerman as well, playing at home field, he felt he was further up the field, he could influence the game a lot more. Corona, I thought was a good player, and then Torres, he just had energy, had enthusiasm about the game. That's what Jurgen Klinsmann wants from his players. Go out there, enjoy the moment, and embrace the situation.
The other name, Landon Donovan. Is he a national team lock at this point?
Yes, for me. Sorry.
Yes. No, I agree. I agree with you. I think he's a lock. I think he's showed leadership in this match. And I think a lot of the game flowed through Landon Donovan. A lot of the runs that he did, Eric even mentioned it. Some of the runs that he was doing was really not just for himself, but he was opening up other players on the pitch. And that's important. That's what you want from a leader.
People don't question his ability. What has been questioned with Landon Donovan is his temperament. I think at the moment, he's showing that. He's coming through with flying colours. So he's a must for me. He's a quality player.
It is now in the no-brainer stage, the way it used to be just a couple months.
That's how we like it.
It is. It's how he likes it as well. The United States, 16 goals in their last 3 games. The offensive onslaught continued today. Full highlights and reacts when we return.
You're watching the CONCACAF Gold Cup on Fox, presented by Chevrolet. Find new roads.